All right, happy to be joined by my next guest, Hunter Azure, who will fight next on April the 10th when he meets Jack Shore. Hunter, how are you?
I'm doing good. Just getting through Monday and a couple weeks left of training. Excited.
Yeah, very excited for this big matchup with Jack. The last time we saw you fight was all the way back in September of 2020, so been a little bit of time off since you fought last. How has life been?
Man, life's been good. Just enjoying some family time. I went and did a bunch of testing out at the PI after my last fight and just got some things figured out and started getting to work again. So just been continuing to grow and just get better as a martial artist.
Anything specific that you had done at the PI?
I just ran through all their testing stuff for our body and like just to get my nutrition under control and my like strength and conditioning, everything planned out better for myself and my body.
I've
Yeah.
heard fighters just rant and rave about the PI, how amazing it is. Is it as good as everyone says it is?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I love it there, and they're so helpful too, and they do it. They give us anything we need, so it's great.
I know personally your life has been great. Obviously, you had your son Wilder, and I believe that was your first child. What has that
Yeah.
dynamic been like trying to balance training just with your family life?
It's pretty good, man. I haven't had to switch up much. I still get to go training every time I want. Me and my fiance, we have a good schedule work together where she works when I'm not, and I'm working when she's not. So one of us always has a kid, and we have family around, so they help out a lot. So man, it's just great being a father now and being able to just learn more about life and experience it, and it's helps me in my training too. So it's great.
How does it help you with your training?
Just gives me a different outlook on life, man, and just knowing I want to be got to be successful and I want to set up a good future for my kid and kids. So it's just keeps me more focused and more of a professional now, and so it's just been good. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now you said you're engaged. Do you guys have a wedding date set yet?
Um, no, we don't yet. We were, but then all the COVID stuff happened, so now we're just kind of waiting for things to calm down or slow down a little bit again. So we want all the family there and stuff, so we don't want no restrictions or have a hassle going through stuff.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Me and my fiance, we're getting married in October of this year, and so that was
Okay.
we were nervous about that. If we'd be able to have a full capacity and everyone that we wanted there, but it seems like things are opening up a little bit, so we're hoping that we'll be able to have everyone there that we want there.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll be planning it soon. It's not too far out, but we'll
Nice.
get around to it.
Well, congratulations on all your personal success. Let's talk about your professional career. Your last fight, obviously, big win over Cole Smith. Did that fight pretty much play out the way that you anticipated it would?
Um, yeah. I mean, we knew what he was good at, and plus he was long and lengthy compared to me, so we had to overcome that a little bit. It's a little bit of awkwardness, but yeah, it played out how I wanted, and just the main thing was coming back and getting a win after my first loss. So it was just good to get back in that column.
Yeah. Did you feel any added pressure to really go in there and not just win, but win decisively after that loss to Brian?
Um, yeah, I mean, I feel like I put a little too much pressure on myself for that last fight, and just didn't get to be at my full potential. But some of the things I worked on outside of this past 6 months too. So it's just yeah, just be there ready to fight and just got to be me, calm and relaxed.
Yeah. Are you hoping to rematch Kelleher at some point down the line if it presents itself?
If it presents itself and we run into each other again, I mean, I'm not going to say no to another fight. So I'm here to fight and I'll fight whoever. So man, we could see each other again. So I'm not counting that out.
How do you feel you've grown as a mixed martial artist since that loss?
Just you got to be more experienced. Just I had to calm down a lot and just be relaxed. Like in my training, just rushing things too much and just trying to just out hustle things. And I had to slow down and be a little more technical and just uh, fix some of the fundamental things and just be a little bit more of a professional and just with my training. So
Let's talk about this camp, man. How has it been thus far? I mean, we're only a couple more weeks until fight night. So how's this camp been?
it's been great. I mean, it was the first time I had a longer notice for a fight. So it's been good to been able to uh, just a more controlled camp and being able to talk to the coaches more and just game plan more and just ease into it. And it's been great. Been easier on the weight cut for me too. So I'm just excited for it. And yeah, it's just gonna be a short time now. It's coming up fast.
What's the weight at?
Uh, I'm getting it down. It's I don't know, low 50s. Yeah.
What's the biggest you get outside of camp?
Biggest I get, I'll see like 160.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you ever consider?
I could get bigger, but I try not to let myself and just try to keep working out so I don't have to worry about my weight.
There you go. That's a smart man. Would you ever consider fighting in any other weight classes, or are you pretty much set with 135 right now?
Yeah, 135 is my home right now. I have a lot to do there and a lot more fights to come. So just staying at 135 and just gonna make my noise there.
Yeah, I don't think bantamweight's ever been as exciting as it is right now. There's so many great 135ers in the UFC and outside of the UFC for that matter. When you look at the top of the division, obviously with the Sterling right now being the champion, Piotr Jan and what happened there, like how far away do you feel like you are right now from maybe cracking the top 10 and top 5 one day and getting those fights? Are you a couple of years away, or do you feel like it could be sooner?
I feel like it could be soonish, but at the same time, I'm not rushing or anything. Like I have a lot to grow still and a lot more to learn, and this is what 10 fights in, so I still have a little more experience to go, and just take my time, and I could feel myself growing after each fight. So um, I just like take my time actually, and just after this is going to be a big win for me, be a good opponent, and I'll slowly climb in. But I can see myself top 15 by the end of the year.
And I do want to get your take just on the outcome of what happened with Sterling and Jan. Controversial, I definitely don't think it was intentional. But when you look at that situation, and when a fighter has his hand down, and then he gets kneed like that, is that kind of like difficult to decipher what's legal and what's not? Because in the heat of the moment, really anything can happen.
Man, yeah, it's a lot of people don't know. In the heat of the moment in those fights, there's so many things going through your mind. You don't know what's happening. Um, there's rules set for a reason also. So it's unfortunate it played out the way it did, but it's a fight game. So many weird things happen all the time. So, I mean, there's rule sets and yeah, things happen, I guess. I don't know. I didn't look at it too bad as a
Yeah.
bad thing. It didn't look like Peter was like intentionally gonna wanted to do that. So
Yeah, I got to be honest. I picked Sterling to win that fight. I don't know,
same.
maybe sticking with the American here, but I mean, I was blown away just with how good Jan really looked. I mean, he was clearly starting to overtake that fight, and I thought he was going to win a decision there. How good is Piotr Jan when you look at him right now? I mean, is it him and then everyone else, or do you think he can be beat?
I think he can be beat. He's tough for sure, but yeah, this mixed martial arts game's crazy. Anything can happen in that octagon. But yeah, I don't think he is like over like past everyone in the bantamweight division. He's definitely beatable.
Gotcha. Well, I can't wait to see what happens here moving forward with this 135-pound division. I do want to get your pick on the main event this Saturday, Stipe and Ngannou too. I'm really intrigued about this one. Who are you leaning towards and why?
I'm leaning towards Stipe. I mean, he got it done the first time. He knows how to win fights. He's been some tough ones, especially with another grappler, DC. And it's just gonna be a lot. lot of work from Nagano's last fight with his wrestling, so it's hard to see. But I just see Stipe going away with it.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning the same way. I can't wait for this one. All right, let's dive into your fight, Jack Shore. He's 13-0. He's got 7 RNCs on his record, and he just had a big win over Aaron Phillips in his last one. When you look at this matchup, where do you feel you're going to have the biggest advantage here?
The biggest advantage, I feel like I'm better than him everywhere, honestly. He hasn't fought like a wrestler style yet, so I think that's going to be some different problems for him. I'm sure he's trained with wrestlers and stuff, but not at the level of the people I've been around and been able to train with. So, man, I'm not overlooking him at all, but he's a tough opponent, 13-0 for a reason. But I just love the matchup all around, and I'm just excited to go out there and give him his first loss.
Do you feel you're going to get a finish here in this fight, or are you expecting it to maybe go the distance?
I expect all fights to go the distance, but I can see if I see it, I see a finish in the second round.
Okay. Do you think by submission, or do you think you're going to maybe knock him out?
I see both playing out right now. So I've been working on my game a lot, and I just see a second round. Yeah, could be either way, submission or TKO, KO, whatever.
What does a win over Jack do for you? Does it get you right out that side of that top 15? Like, how much further along will it get you in the division?
I don't think in top 15, but it'll get me up there and back going again. It's definitely a good win, and it'll just be a good one to follow up for my next fight to be able to have another little higher name and just slowly get into that top 15, that top 20 right now, and just try to hopefully get in that top 15 by the end of the year or early next year.
Yeah, well, wouldn't surprise me to see you keep climbing the division at all. One last question. When you look at what the UFC is doing, your fight card is going to be UFC on ABC2. The prelims are going to be on ESPN Plus, but I just think it's amazing what Dana White has done to really put the eyeballs of the whole country, the whole world on this sport and on the UFC promotion. How huge is it for you to tell the people that you love and people that follow you that the main card that you're fighting on will be on ABC? It's a pretty big deal.
I mean, it's awesome because we're going to grow more fans that night, and more people are going to tune in. So it's just exciting, and it's just, especially this past year, Dana's been doing a great job for us and keeping us all busy and having a lot of shows and just getting all our names out there and the brand of the UFC. So it's been exciting.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Again, April the 10th, Hunter will meet Jack Shore in a bantamweight bout. Pleasure speaking with you today, Hunter. Before I let you go, tell people where they can find you on social media.
I said Hunter Azure on Instagram. That's about all I use. But yeah, thanks for having me. Good talk, and excited for 3 weeks to come.